All right, welcome back, everybody. It is Captain Krista Stedman here with Austin Travis County EMS, and I am joined today, this afternoon, by a tactical clinical specialist, Micah Morgan, who was the first female on our tactical team, a little glass ceiling shatterer. So we're going to talk to Micah a little bit about what our tactical team does, what it entails, the kind of training they go through, and then we'll do a little bit of a show and tell. So Micah, welcome. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, absolutely.
So why don't let's start out and just tell me a little bit about the mission of the tactical team overall.
So the tactical team goes out with any SWAT call or pre-scheduled raid with Travis County and then the APD SWAT team as well. So our whole point is to make sure that we're there at the time of the incident. So we do a lot of training with the SWAT teams so that we're able to actually go into the austere environment with them. And if anybody were to be injured, we are right there by their sides, making sure that we can give fast medical care.
Sure. So, and you guys are built into their team. It's not like you're waiting in the ambulance in the background. You guys are in the Bearcat going in.
Correct, yeah. So if they enter the structure, we enter the structure with them. If we're at the Bearcat, we're at the Bearcat with them. We learn all of their entry tactics so that we know how to safely integrate with them no matter what they're doing.
Awesome. Okay. And what kind of training do you have to do to become a tactical medic?
So we, to actually be on the tactical team, it's quite a rigorous process. It starts with a PT test that you have to pass, and then if you pass the PT test, then you do an oral interview. From there, you go to what we call a stress day, which is anywhere from 12 to 24-hour day that is really mentally and physically stressful, just to make sure that you're actually able to make it on these really long call outs. So once you're on the team, we do training one week out of the month. We train with both the TCSO and APD SWAT teams, and whatever they're doing, we're doing. So if they're training on entry, then we train on entry with them. If they're training on helicopters, we do that with them. We rappel with them. If they are doing weapons training, we do that with them. So we get the same training that they do, so that we can make sure that we're being safe in whatever they're doing.
So you guys really are part of the SWAT team.
We are.
It's not two separate departments.
Absolutely. We don't do any of the actual officer. We don't do any of the stuff that they do with that, but we are all part of one big team when we deploy together. In the same way that they teach us all of their stuff, we teach them what we do. So they are all very, very good with their medicine, really fast to take care of each other. And I would trust any of them with my life the same way that they do us. So
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, we have some of your tactical stuff set up. Do you want to just sort of walk us through a couple of the things that we have?
Yeah, absolutely. So we just got new Peltor comms, which is really nice. So these are a lifesaver. So everything is either really loud or really difficult to hear. So you also need to, if they're doing a flashbang or something that's really loud, you can make this to where you can't hear anything. But if you need to hear what's around you, then you can amplify it so that you can hear all of that. We've got my vest here. I don't have a lot of real estate on my vest, so I have to keep most of my stuff on my belt because they call it the toy vest. So I keep all of my bleeding control kit on my belt. So it'll be in this side. I've got extra tourniquets in here. I've got wound packing, gauze here, stuff for pressure dressings, and then we've got my chest seals also in here. And then on the other side, I keep anything airway related.
Okay.
So I've got stuff for my finger Thors, I've got chest darts, I've got MP8s if I need a quick airway, and then I also have my Crike kit up front.
Excellent.
So anything that I would need for an emergent situation is going to be on my person.
Okay.
And then we have a tack bag that we carry with us that will have any sort of extra like medications or advanced airway or additional wound packing.
So you really do bring like a whole ambulance into a scene,
Yes.
essentially.
Yeah. So anything that we would need to stabilize a patient is going to be on our person.
Awesome.
Until we can get that person out and into an ambulance.
Cool.
So.
Well, the Tactical Medic program is one of just many different career opportunities with Austin Travis County EMS. Thank you, Micah, for joining me and
Thank
giving
you.
us a little show and tell. And stay tuned. We'll be back with more.
Thank you.